Uttarakhand is a Himalayan state of northern India and is also known as Devbhumi or the land of gods. It is known for its untouched natural beauty and spirituality and encompasses the most picturesque landscape involving mountain forests, meadows, valleys, waterfalls, rivers, river confluences, and flowers, all nestled in the lap of the majestic Himalayas. Our journey to the origin of river Ganga and beyond begins in Haridwar, which literally means the gateway to God. Situated on banks of the river Ganga, it is one of the seven holiest cities of India and an abode to numerous temples. The auspicious Ganga Aarti held here daily evening by the river Ghat offers a mesmerizing sight. Haridwar hosts the Purna Kumbh Mela every 12 years and the Ardha Kumbh Mela every 6 years. 23 kilometers from Haridwar on the banks of river Ganga at the foothills of the Himalayas is situated Rishikesh, the yoga capital of the world. The famous hanging bridge known as Lakshman Jhula used to connect the two sides of Rishikesh but is now closed to public access. The Ram Jhula bridge now provides the alternative crossing. People also use boats to cross the river. Rishikesh is home to numerous temples and ashramas on the river bank. In the year 1919, Maharaja Narendra Shah, ruler of Tehri Garhwal, set up the picturesque Narendranagar as his capital. 21 kilometers from Rishikesh, this town houses Ananda in the Himalayas, a destination spa, originally the palace of the Maharaja, overlooking the Doon Valley. 8 kilometers from Narendranagar is located the Kunjapuri temple of goddess Durga, which is also a Shakti Pit. 54 kilometers from Narendranagar is the modern town of New Tehri, which was built on the hillside as an alternative to the old town of Tehri, which was submerged in the process of creating the Tehri Dam. The town overlooks the dam and the gigantic lake and offers magnificent views of the Himalayas. It also houses the Tila Sahib Gurudwara. 61 kilometers from New Tehri, Chiniali Sur is a small town surrounded by mountains on the banks of the river Bhagirathi. It is named after a nearby village called Chiniali. A metal arch bridge, 162 meters in length, has been constructed to connect about 50 remote villages to the town. Uttarkashi, situated on the banks of river Bhagirathi at an altitude of 1158 meters above sea level, is 37 kilometers from Chiniali south. It is located by the confluence of two rivers, Varuna and Asi. The city center houses a temple dedicated to Lord Shiva. Perched at an elevation of 3024 meters, Dodital is a spectacular freshwater lake in the district of Uttarkashi and houses a Ganesh temple by its banks. It is surrounded by opulent alpine vegetation and snow-laden mountains. At an elevation of 3048 meters is a pristine alpine meadow called the Dayara Bugyal. Both these locations can be reached only on foot. 45 kilometers from Uttarkashi, Gangnani is a small town perfect for meditation. It acts as ideal retreat for nature lovers and affords stunning mountain views. It is famous for its natural thermal water spring known as Rishikund Tirth. 31 kilometers from Gangnani, Harsil is popularly known as Mini Switzerland. Surrounded by snow-clad mountains, pine forests, and numerous apple orchards, it is an unspoiled and hidden jewel, offering peace and serenity in the lap of Himalayas. It is situated on the banks of Bhagirathi River at an elevation of 2,620 meters. The idol of river goddess Ganga is brought down from the shrine at Gangotri during the winter season and is kept at Ganga temple in Mukhba village near Harsil. The Mandakini waterfall here is formed by the confluence of the Bhagirathi and the Jalandhari rivers. 2 kilometers from Harsil, Dharali is a picturesque hamlet located on the tranquil river banks and is famous for its glittering apple orchards. 14 kilometers from Dharali, adorned with pine trees, Bhairav is at the confluence of the river Jat Ganga and Bhagirathi. The valley is famous for its ancient Bhairav temple. Nine kilometers from Bhairav Ghati, at an altitude of 3,100 meters, is situated Gangotri, a Hindu pilgrim town on the banks of the river Bhagirathi. According to Hindu mythology, it was here that goddess Ganga descended when Lord Shiva released the mighty river from the locks of his hair. Suryakund waterfalls is the most spectacular part of Gangotri. The Bhagirathi river falls through deep gorges into downstream here. One has to cross an iron bridge to have a clear view of the magnificent falls. The shrine of Gangotri is surrounded by devdars and pines. A number of ashrams, dharamshalas and hotels are located on the both sides of the river. According to legend, King Sagara once staged a rite called the Ashwamedh Yagya as a proclamation of his supremacy. A horse accompanied by 60,000 of the king's son was to be taken on an uninterrupted journey around the earth. Indra, the king of gods, fearing that he might be deprived of his celestial throne if the rite succeeded, stole the horse and tied it to the ashram of sage Kapila, who was at the time in deep meditation. When the sons of king found the horse, they stormed the ashram, thus disturbing the sage's penance. The sage opened his eyes in anger and burned down all 60,000 of the king's son. Bhagirath, the grandson of King Sagar, propitiated the goddess Ganga for centuries at Gangotri to request her to cleanse the ashes of his ancestors and liberate their souls. Goddess Ganga took the form of a river and fell from the heavens. To ensure that the torrential flow did not destroy the world, Lord Shiva took her in his locks and released the gentle flow here at Gangotri. It is believed that Bhagirath used to worship Shiva on a slab of rock Bhagirath Shila situated near the temple. Submerged in the river, there is a natural shivling where, according to mythology, Lord Shiva sat when he received the goddess Ganga in his matted locks. The river Ganga originates from the Gangotri glacier at Gomukh, 15 kilometers from Gangotri. The river here is known as Bhagirathi. Only after merging with river Alaknanda at Devaprayag does it take the name of Ganga. Gomukh can be reached only on foot by a 15-kilometer trek starting at Gangotri. En route is the Pandav Gufa, a cave located 1.5 km from Gangotri. It is believed that the Pandavas meditated and rested here on their way to Kailash. The trek follows the course of river Bhagirathi through thick cedar and pine forests. It eventually embarks upon a beautiful alpine meadow that is dotted and patched with several wild and colorful orchids till Chirbasha. Beyond Chirbasha, the terrain becomes desolate and barren. However, the Gangotri group of peaks, Jogin Peak, and stretch of Himalayan range that forms a silver cascade makes the entire strenuous trek to Bhojwasa a walk to paradise. From Bhojwasa, the trail continues to ascend towards Gomukh through rocky terrain, and one needs to cross huge boulders on the way. On the far side of the glacier, one can view the impressive backdrop comprising the peaks of Bhagirathi 1, 2, and 3 at 6,454 meters. Gomukh is a snout of the Gangotri Glacier at an elevation of 4,020 meters. With an estimated volume of 27 cubic kilometers, the glacier is one of its kind and largest in the Himalayas. The shape of the snout looks like a mouth of a cow, which is the reason for its name, which literally means mouth of the cow. The site is considered holy, and sages from different corners of India make their way to Gomukh to attain enlightenment. Tapovan is a high-altitude alpine meadow that stretches around 2 km in width and is situated at the foot of Mount Shivling, just above the Gangotri Glacier. It is a 5-km trek from Gomukh across the Gomukh Glacier and is best visited in summer and post-monsoon seasons. The mountain views from Tapovan are striking. One can see Mount Shivling, Mount Meru, Sumeru, Bhagirathi Peaks, Thenu, and Sudarshan Parvat. A rocky but beautiful 7-km trek through the Gangotri Glacier and through beautiful meadows with alpine flowers from Tapovan gets one to Nandanvan. About 12 kilometers from Nandanvan is the lake called Vasuki Tal at an altitude of 4,880 meters. The trek from Nandanvan involves walking along a gentle stream with views of the Meru and Bhrigupanth peaks, followed by a trek across the Vasuki Glacier. A short climb from the glacier ends at the lake, which is situated at the foothill of the Vasuki Parvat. Huge and rare flowers called the Himalayan Brahma Kamal and others rare wildflowers grow around the lake. The lake's name is due to its shape of the serpent Vasuki around Lord Shiva's neck. From Vasuki Tal, one can retrace the trekking route back to Gangotri. Another popular and beautiful destination is the Lake Kedar Tal. One can trek to this lake from Gangotri with the first stop at Bhoj Kharak, 8 km from Gangotri. The trek to Bhoj Kharak is along the beautiful Kedar Ganga river and through the dense forest of pine and Bhojpatra trees. Trekkers can see the spectacular view of the Thalai Sagar mountain from the campsite. Four kilometers of gradual ascent from Bhoj Kharak is the campsite of the beautiful Kedar Kharak, surrounded by colorful valleys as well as the sky-touching peaks of Bhrigupanth and Thalai Sagar mountains. A trek of 5 kilometers from Kedar Kharak through scenic Himalayan birch forests, hazardous in places due to falling rocks and dotted with segments of steep ascent, gets one to to the spellbinding emerald blue glacial lake Kedartal or Shiva's lake at an altitude of 4,750 meters. From Kedartal, one can return by the same trekking route to Gangotri.